Okay, let's try that. All right, so this tool, you basically put your information in terms of what your business does, what your offers are, what you do. And once you get that all complete, which you should be doing like in a brand document with AI, you can install this little widget up here. It is really cool and it looks like a floating orb. And I'm going to show you here this little orb right here. So it scrapes things. It scrapes profile information, audience information, what they're chattering and talking about, all sorts of things. You can scrape groups. And for example, this is one use case. I didn't want to start with this one, but I will. I have an Airbnb. I'm in this traveling nurse group. So I can go in here and I can do an audience analysis. So it's one of many things I can do. So I'll walk you through this. I can do a profile analysis. Is the contact a good fit for your product? I can do a competitor scan. So I can go to a competitor's website and scrape information. Audience analysis, pain points, trends, and insights. And it will suggest a content strategy for you. A sales strategy analysis, messaging ideas. And then if you have your own group, it can pull social proof and testimonials from your group. Also, you can do a competitor scan. So, and you can create other things for it to do, which I think is really cool. So let's just find out what the audience is talking about. And let's hope it doesn't take too long. We'll do a, should we do a manual scroll? Let's do a manual scroll. Okay, and hope it doesn't take too long because it took a really long time when I was streaming before. So, okay, so this has an executive summary, the top 3 pain points. So imagine you can go into groups where your people are chitter-chattering about certain topics. You can find out what their pain points are, and everything you can create speaks directly to their pain points. So that's really interesting. Also, emerging trends, actionable insights. Ooh, I mean, like as a marketer, like this gets me so excited. Okay, so the other thing I was looking at here, let's close that. Let's close it so that I don't want this to be slow for you guys. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about Bitcoin being down. I was thinking about the fact that a lot of people who just kind of want to place some money on Bitcoin, maybe they were like, oh, I wish I would have gotten in. And maybe they just want to put like 1% of their portfolio on Bitcoin, but they don't know how. I know a little bit about this topic. So the place to go to find conversations is Reddit. I think I've mentioned that before. Like you need to get someone in your company on Reddit. So I looked up buy Bitcoin with an IRA, right? If you are Unchained or you are an SDIRA firm or whoever you are and your people are interested in how do I buy Bitcoin? Like a lot of people like me, Gen X, we're like, what do we do? What is it? I don't know. We'd like to know, but we don't know. I think I've had this conversation 8 times in the past 2 weeks. Anyway, so I went to Reddit. I put this in, buy Bitcoin with an IRA. How do you do it? Or how about how to buy Bitcoin with an IRA, right? And I just searched that just to get stuff up. But you can go to groups here. You can go to communities. I did all. And you can do an audience analysis here or messaging ideas. Let's do audience analysis again. I just find this fascinating. This stuff is so useful, you guys. It really is. It's amazing. And if you don't understand it, I encourage you to understand it. Okay. So now you can look at all the different pain points here. And then you take this, all of this information, lack of clarity on investment options within IRAs, and you speak to it. You speak to it. You find groups of people who are in retirement groups asking this question. You put content in there. You create articles. You send things to Medium. Like you should be doing this right now because that's what I would do. This is a fantastic opportunity. Okay, that's just one use case. So let's see if this will work now. because I had a very, very embarrassing failure to launch. But you know what? If you wait for perfection, it just won't happen. So here I am. This is my profile. Let's just mock myself, shall we? And so let's go here. Let's pretend like I'm a competitor. Well, first of all, I could do, yeah, let's do a competitor skin. All right. And I'm on LinkedIn, so I'm going to do manual scroll because LinkedIn is buggy and it'll probably take a while. And I hope that this works out because I need to go eat dinner with my kids. All right. So now I can look at everything here and it's going to give me strengths and it's going to give me weaknesses. And now I need to go back and look at those weaknesses and figure out how to fix that. You could do it to yourself. Make yourself stronger. Missed opportunities. Apparently, I have some missed opportunities. How I can outshine them. How can you outshine your competitors? Here's a tool that will help you do that really easily. So, I think this is amazing. I'm going to put the link to it in comments. And I'm also going to put the link, it's like 3 links I'm going to put in. I'm teaching ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude tomorrow morning, a 101 for those of you who need to wade into that. If you have a couple, like an extra hour tomorrow, 7 a.m. And then I'm teaching a new one for building GPTs or gems for business owners that will save your team about 15 hours per week. So jump in, all of this stuff. Fascinating. So I hope this is helpful. I hope you find it compelling. And I hope that I can upload this properly in time to sit down for dinner with my kids. Okay. Have a good night.